every day. In every language, we cry out for it. We demand it in our courts, we dream of it in our politics, and we feel its absence in our hearts. But if I asked you right now to define it, could you? The demand for justice is universal, transcending cultures and eras. We feel its absence acutely, yet articulating what justice truly is remains one of humanity's greatest challenges. We often confuse two fundamental concepts, law and justice. Are they the same, or are they fundamentally different? We often mistake the law for justice. We assume that because a rule is written in a book and signed by a judge, it must be just. But history tells a different story. Laws have permitted slavery. Laws have denied rights. Laws have been used as weapons. This scene uses a split-screen visual. On the left, a modern courtroom. On the right, a busy street market. Text overlay, law versus justice. This is the legal paradox. A trial can follow every single rule of procedure, every document filed, every witness heard, and still result in a tragedy. If the law is the machine, justice is the ghost we hope is guiding it. One is a system of how, the other is a question of why. This scene uses an abstract animation of a scale tilting back and forth. Text overlay, the paradox. We must move beyond mere procedure to truly define the ideal we are striving for. Ancient philosophers called it sun cuique, giving to each person what is their due. But who decides what is due? Is it the man with the most power, or the child with the most need? Today, we begin a journey beyond the courtroom walls to find the true meaning of the most powerful word in human history. This scene features a cinematic shot of a person looking at a vast horizon or a library. Text overlay, giving everyone their due. Welcome back to Laws and Claws. In this deep dive, we aren't just looking at statutes. We are looking at the soul of the legal world. This is Chapter 1, The Evolution of an Ideal. Welcome to the evolution of justice, from code to rights. We're about to explore how the concept of justice has transformed over millennia. This segment covers Chapter 2, spanning from ancient codes to the establishment of due process. Justice didn't start in a modern courtroom. It began with stone and ink. In ancient Babylon, King Hammurabi carved 282 laws into a giant black pillar. This was the birth of retributive justice. You know the phrase, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. It was harsh, but it was a revolution. It meant that justice was no longer a whim of a king, but a written code that everyone could see. While the West focused on rigid codes, the East explored a different, more philosophical concept of justice. In Indian philosophy, justice, or nyaya, wasn't just about punishment. It was about Dharma, the inherent order of the universe. To be just was to live in harmony with your duty to society, the environment, and yourself. It wasn't just a law you followed. It was a life you lived. Next, a major shift in power changed the course of legal history forever. Fast forward to 1215. A group of rebellious barons forced a king to sign a piece of parchment called the Magna Carta. This document fundamentally shifted the scale of power. It established that no one, not even the king, is above the law. This pivotal agreement gave birth to, quote, due process, the essential idea that justice must follow a fair and public procedure. Now, let's fast forward to the 20th and 21st centuries and explore the complexity of modern justice. From ancient stones to digital courtrooms, the definition of justice has constantly expanded, covering more people and more scenarios. It moved from revenge to rights, and from power to fairness. Justice is continually being redefined. But as we moved into the 20th century, we realized that just having rules wasn't enough. We needed to categorize justice to make it work for everyone. Welcome to an exploration of the foundational principles that shape our understanding of fairness and law, the three pillars of justice. Justice is a massive concept, one that every society, ancient and modern, attempts to define, often leading to very different legal and social systems. Understanding modern justice requires looking past simple definitions. It's about finding equilibrium between resources, punishment, and healing. We've identified three core models that underpin almost every legal and social structure. Our first pillar is distributive justice, which deals with resources and access. First, let's talk about the fair share. Distributive justice is about how a society divides its essential resources. This isn't just about equality. treating everyone the same. It's about equity, ensuring everyone has the tools they need to truly succeed, even if they start from different places. Examples include how taxes are collected, who gets the best healthcare, and how university seats are allocated. Next, we move to the kind of justice most people are familiar with, retributive justice. Retributive justice is based on the idea of desert, that a person who breaks the law deserves a punishment proportional to their crime. This is the system of, if you do the crime, you do the time. It's the state's way of ensuring accountability. Its goal is simple. Every wrong must be balanced by an appropriate penalty. The focus is on deterrence and punishment. Finally, we examine a model that is gaining ground worldwide, restorative justice. While retributive justice asks what law was broken, restorative justice asks who was hurt and what do they need. It actively brings the victim, the offender, and the community together to repair the harm that was done. The goal isn't just to lock someone away. It's to heal the relationship and reintegrate the person back into society. It's justice through healing. These three pillars, distributive, retributive, and restorative, are not mutually exclusive. They form a complex, dynamic framework. Distributive justice focuses on resources, retributive justice on punishment, and restorative justice on healing the community. By understanding all three models, we can better analyze and improve the pursuit of fairness in our modern society. Welcome to a conceptual sequence that challenges your perspective on justice and fairness. We begin with the philosophical concept of the veil of ignorance. Imagine yourself standing before a glowing, semi-transparent white curtain. This is the veil. Imagine for a moment that you haven't been born yet. You are standing behind this veil of ignorance. You don't know who you will be in the world. You don't know your race, your gender, your religion, your wealth, or even your health. The risks behind this veil are profound and diverse. You could have any identity: a wealthy CEO, a struggling farmer, a person with a disability, or a brilliant student. You could be born into a billionaire's family, or you could be born into extreme poverty. This is the core dilemma that defines the veil of ignorance. Now let's turn this thought experiment into action. This framework offers the ultimate test for designing a truly just society. From behind this veil, you are asked to design the fundamental laws of society. What kind of world would you create? This concept has a specific name in philosophy. This hypothetical scenario is what philosopher John Rawls called the original position. Would you allow slavery? Probably not, because you might end up as a slave. Would you allow the rich to keep all their wealth while others starve? Likely not, because you might be the one starving. The choices made from this position ensure self-protection and fairness. The result of this thought experiment leads to a powerful definition of justice. Rawls argued that if we were truly behind this veil, we would choose a society that protects the most vulnerable, just in case we are one of them. This principle ensures a societal structure that benefits everyone, regardless of their starting point. The veil of ignorance provides a clear lens through which to examine our laws. It's the ultimate test for any law. Does it work for the person at the bottom of the ladder? Justice is realized when the veil lifts and reveals a diverse group standing together in a system that is fair to all. Welcome to the final verdict, where we wrap up our deep dive into the soul of the law. Today, we must confront one final critical distinction: the difference between procedural justice and substantive justice. Imagine a cold, sterile courtroom. This is where the procedural aspects of the law come to life. This contrast is central to legal ethics and outcomes, procedure versus substance. Procedural justice is all about the mechanics of the law. It's about meticulously following the rules and respecting due process. It ensures that every step of the legal process is fair, regardless of the final judgment. But then there is substantive justice. This is concerned with the actual truth of the outcome. Did justice truly prevail? It asks if the outcome is ethically and morally correct, ensuring fairness in the final judgment itself. There is often a significant gap between these two. A case can be procedurally perfect, yet substantively unjust. A lawyer might win on a technicality, but if the guilty walk free or the innocent are convicted, did justice actually happen? Our ultimate goal, as future legal professionals and informed citizens, is to actively work to close the gap between procedural adherence and substantive truth. Remember, justice is not a finite destination we arrive at. It is an ongoing journey we must continually pursue. The pursuit of a fairer world requires constant effort and reflection. This phrase encapsulates the relentless nature of striving for legal excellence and equity. Every law we study, every clause we debate, and every case we observe is a crucial step toward building a truly fairer world. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the soul of the law and its pursuit of justice. If this video challenged your thinking, support the channel. Hit that like button and subscribe to Laws and Claws for more insightful content. I'm Hemant, and I'll see you in the next case. Remember to tell me in the comments, which type of justice do you think is most important today?